Hi,
Hi,
this is Shanique,
this is Anoli.
and today we're gonna make some fried dumplings. Okay, so they're soft on the inside and crispy on the outside. First, we're gonna start off with some unbleached all purpose flour. I'm going to use 2 cups. I'm putting it in a sift, and then we're gonna put all the dry ingredients there, and then we're going to combine. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and we're just going to whisk that together. I find that whisking it gives me a lighter dumpling. It's fluffier. I'm using some unsweetened almond milk here, but I've missed a step. I'm actually supposed to add some vegan butter, some margarine. I'm using Earth Balance. I used about 2 teaspoons. And first, you just want to roll the Earth Balance into the flour, and it's going to be like make it into like little balls, if you can see the texture of it there. And then we're going to add the water or the almond milk mixture after that. So there I go. I add some more margarine. I think this time I use a little bit more margarine than normal. So they were very buttery in taste. So we're going to just incorporate the milk into the flour, and I'm using my fingers, and I'm just using a little bit of milk at a time. You don't want to just dump the whole thing in there because it might spoil it. So I'm actually using 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. You could use rice milk, you could use water, whatever. I didn't add any sugar to it this time, but you could also add a little bit of sugar to your dough to give it some sweetness. So I'm just kneading the dough um into a round ball, and if you notice it's nice and smooth now. I'm just gonna knead it a little bit more, and we're gonna let the dough rest. I believe that if you allow your dough to rest, you'll get the best results, even if it's for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. I normally make my dough, put it to rest, and then I'll make my protein, and then fry the dumpling last. Okay, so what I'm using is a wet paper towel. You could use a kitchen cloth, a clean one, of course. And then I'm gonna cover that up, and I put it in the fridge, not the fridge, put it in the oven and just let it rest. And if you could, this is the dough when you take it out. Now I'm just gonna flour, dust my surface, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll the dumpling, right? And in order to prevent it from sticking to the surface, you should just put a little bit of flour. You could use a plate or whatever. I'm just using my cutting board, and you'll just place the dumpling there. So this is the technique that I'm using. I use both hands, and I'm using mainly my index finger to tuck the dough into a round circle, and then the loose ends I pinched it, and then I'm gonna roll it into like a ball. Whenever I do that, I get the dumplings nice and round. That's my little trick, and it also prevents the flour from breaking open. Like when you put in the oil, you have to it won't like open up and then have like big cracks. So the dumpling will be nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again and just pull a piece of the dough. It's nice and soft. I'm gonna use both hands. My left hand I have it flat, and then I'm using my right hand to tuck the dough on into it itself. So that's how I achieve that round shape. And see, I'm just gonna pinch the see how smooth it is on the other side. So I'm gonna pinch that together, and then I'm gonna just roll it again in my palm, and then with the dumpling it'll be nice and round and smooth. And that's how I get. my dumplings like that. And of course, we're going to just place it on the powdered surface. And we do that with all of the dough. So then, we can just fry everything at once because, people hungry and them are wait for them food. So that's what we do. That's all my dumplings. Make sure your oil is warm, like on like medium. It's like on medium to high heat. Not high, like medium heat because you don't want it to burn. So then you just put all your dumplings inside of the pot. I'm using olive oil here, and you want to give them some space. You don't want to crowd the dumpling, to allow the dumpling space for it to expand. Now, you have to make sure you fry your dumpling evenly on all sides. So you have to watch it. When you notice that the dumpling is getting brown, you just have to use your fork or whatever and flip it over. Because I normally like flip my dumplings more than once. So as soon as it starts to change color like this, I'll start to flip them over. And if need be, I'll put them back on the other side so that they could fry better. But you just don't want them to stay on one side too long and get too dark. Yes, because you want to make sure that your dumpling is fried evenly. You don't want to you don't want to break that dumpling open and then you see the uncooked flour. That's not what we're trying to achieve here. So you have to roll your dumpling and make sure you fry it evenly on both sides, and on this sometimes you have to put them on their side to make sure that everything fried properly. And then what I do is I take them out the oil and then I put them on some paper towel. You could use parchment paper, anything to absorb the oil, to take away some of the oil. Look at that. Oh, fluffy. Nice. So this you can look, you see? You squeeze it, it's so soft. So soft and nice. My mouth is watering just looking at this right now. So you see the dumpling and the inside is fully cooked. And that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to post more videos for you all to follow, and this is it. Crispy fried dumpling. I served with some plantain, some cabbage and tofu. Peace and love.
Bye.